very special guest with me. He's known as the big bull of the Indian markets and he's predicted many bursts and booms. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, I have the privilege of having this chat with you this evening.
I also have a great privilege. It's very nice to meet the new breed of course, pretty looking, smart, agile, responsible, young Indian women who have blossomed into heroines like you have.
Thank you.
Great pleasure to converse with you.
Thank you. This is the first time for me. I think normally all the interviews I've done have always been either with journalists or with fellow co-stars or with producers, directors or someone of similar, in the similar profession. So I think this is a first time for me. And I thought it was a great opportunity for me to get to know you, learn about the Indian stock market from you.
Who gave you the first break?
It started off with modeling. I actually used to, as a child, got a lot of offers in school as a child model, and my mother would always keep me away from it and say, you need to focus on your studies now. I did 2 years of modeling, and then Farah Khan noticed me in one of the ads and then selected me for Om Shanti.
I'm a chartered accountant by qualification. My father was in government service. He had some interest in stocks. And when I was a child of 12, 13, I'm 1960 born. So my father and his friends in the evening would discuss stock markets, and I was fascinated by stocks. So I was a very curious child, and God bless my father. He always encouraged that curiosity. So I asked him about stocks, that why does Century's price go up, why does Gwalior price? So he says, you read the news, and you relate when some news item comes which is favorable, prices go up. So that arose in me a curiosity for stocks. Some are fascinated by planes, some are fascinated by the industry. I was fascinated by stocks. And at the age of 15, 16, I decided I'll make my life in the stock markets. But I come from a middle class background, and my father said that you must have something always to fall back on, and you must do your chartered accountancy. So I am also a chartered accountant, We are all shattered by the time we are chartered. So I had no money to invest, but I used to take interest in the markets. I had some rich friends. My brother-in-law was quite well off. I used to advise him to invest. In 1984, I'd made a lot of balance sheets. When I qualified, I told my dad I want to go to the stock market. He said, but what will you do? I said, I'll invest. He said, where's the money? I said, Daddy, don't worry, I'll try and earn it. He said, never do this, I'll do this. Don't forget that you are going to play with fire. Be fearless. Never cheat anybody. Always be responsible. Your word is your bond. And may God bless you, for He is the only blesser. So with my whatever capabilities, my parents' blessings, and my hopes, I came to the market, and I came in 1985, and that time, my mother, I think nobody loves my body, and nobody loves me as much, and can never love me as much as my mother. And she told me that, who will marry you, Rakesh, if you go to the stock market? I said, Mommy, don't worry, you'll have one less daughter-in-law to trouble you. And I came to the market, and then God has been kind.
To watch more, subscribe to youtube.com/ETNowLite.